Hey, good morning, guys. This is Cameron Upchurch, and I'll be your WOD coach for today, Thursday, December 11th. Um, so it's really kind of 2 points I want to make here to you guys, and part of it I'll share a quick story with you of something that recently happened to me. But this is something I was actually thinking about really in the last week, and then with what happened to us and our personal business, it really kind of reaffirmed it. And then especially after if you guys were on the Warrior call last night with Mike Farrow, he talked about this with their journey and their story. And really, what I want to talk to you guys about and remind you is that this is a crockpot business, right? This is not a microwave business. Meaning if you listened to the call last night, and hopefully you guys were all on there. If you're not, then earn that call for the next time because I'm telling you guys, these calls are gold. But Mike Farrow shared his story, and he said, "Hey, I didn't move the fastest." He said it took him 9 months to get his first advisor, and then like 18 months to hit silver. This is a guy that makes $110,000 a month now with Advocare. Now, the great news for all of us is that we can all move faster, a lot faster than Mike Farrow did, because we have so much more available to us as far as tools go, and just people that have already come and done it before us and paved the way for us. But it's a simple reminder that this is not a sprint. It is not designed or intended to be a sprint, right? This is about consistent daily action over time. And sometimes you have to remind yourself of that because it is very natural to maybe you get kind of what you feel like is stuck in a rut, or you hear a bunch of no's. It is natural to almost feel a little down, or lose a little bit of motivation, and that's when you really have to push through that time because you never know what's around the corner. So, a quick story of what happened with our business, literally just in the last couple of days. It was a great reminder for me. Was that probably the number one prospect of ours since we started Advocare almost 3 years ago. I have talked to countless times about Advocare. He's watched us for almost 3 years now, 2.5, 3 years, and he finally, after following up and continuing to plant seeds and probably watching us, he finally said yes to Advocare and became a distributor just a few days ago. So here's the moral of the story: is for one, there's a couple things that I did right. That wasn't the only person I was talking to, so I didn't just I went to 3 people in the beginning and just kept going back to the same 3 people. But this is somebody that I believed in and that I really wanted on my team. So, I kept following up. I kept building that relationship. I kept letting him see what we were doing with Advocare, because eventually, this is what you got to remember. When someone says no, it's not no. It's generally not right now. And so here I can tell you exactly what happened, right? Um, he's got a filter on me. Like we talk about, everybody has filters on us that we have a relationship with. Um, and I probably dump trucked on him early in Advocare. Then we kind of figured out the right way to talk to people and started doing that, and he still wasn't sure about it. But here's what happened: I kept planting, I planted the seed, I kept watering it, I kept going back and watering it, waiting for the harvest. Well, this is the benefit that we have. He and his wife started seeing Advocare in a lot of other places, right? Not just commercials, but other people that they know, that provided credibility to what I was saying to them and had been saying to them. And they finally said yes to Advocare. So it took, 2.5, 3 years, actually almost 3 years, because he was the very first person that I talked to. And that's okay, because not everybody's going to say yes right away. Sometimes it takes, a lot longer. But here's, what if I would have quit a year ago, or 2 years ago, or 6 months ago, or a month ago? Then I wouldn't have had that opportunity, and he wouldn't have had the opportunity, maybe, to become involved with Advocare still. At least maybe not right now. Maybe it wouldn't have been another 6 months down the road. And so there's two takeaway points I want you guys to take from this, and hopefully they help you, because that's the point of this stuff, is to help you. Because literally reflecting on this whole situation just in the last couple of days and week has helped me, and hopefully it'll be helpful for you guys. One is that it's a marathon, not a sprint, right? We're cooking things in the crock pot. We're not using the microwave. So it's okay if people tell you no right now. Just stick with it, you know. Keep them there, keep building that relationship, keep following up. And then two, make sure you're using a list, right? Um, he was on my very first initial list, number one on the list, very top of it. And here's what I did as I continue to rework my list and add to my list. I didn't just take him off the list and remove him totally because he said no. I moved him to a not right now. So that's a very important thing is first of all, make sure you're working from a list, but keep adding to that list. And I don't really know that we're ever taking away from the list. You're just recategorizing, so that way you can continue to go back and follow up with these people. So, guys, we've got about a half a week or so left here in this pay period, and then rolling right into a 3-week pay period in the end of the year. And a lot of big things are coming. Of course, there's a huge announcement in like 5 days. So let's finish this pay period strong. You guys are all champions.